Hey guys, welcome to the Gray State. Today, it is going to be all about blasting. I'm going to be doing a fast follow-up video to the P365. I just did the unboxing and the NRA Coyote one. Didn't have any issues. It chewed everything up. I want to get this thing up around 700, 800 rounds and try and validate it and see how far I can get this thing without any major issues. So today is Crappy Ammo Monday. It's official. And that is the internet op of the day. I'm going to be running 150 rounds of like steel case, aluminum case, and just regular old crappy like Remington UMC through this thing. And it's all 115 grain ball. There's nothing fancy about it. It's all about volume. And so that's what I'm gonna be doing today. If there are any failures whatsoever, I'll stop, I'll catalog them. But today it's just blasting. So with that being said, let's get to it. All right, guys, so the baseline for today and the game plan. So I have cleaned this pistol. It does have about 340 rounds through it right now with no issues by my count. So we're gonna continue to push this thing forward today. I am gonna start it off with some brass cased ammo, some Remington UMC. It's not total bottom barrel stuff, but it's pretty darn close. And so I'm gonna just kind of run through 50 of these, and then I'm gonna move to aluminum case, and then I'm gonna move down to the Winchester forged steel case 9mm and see if we have any issues over those 150. What else can I tell you? Oh, so I did clean the handgun since the last time I used it, so I'm not running a dirty gun. This should be pretty clean. So any issues we see, we should not be attributing to any fouling or dirty gun syndrome or anything like that. We should be good to go. So with that being said, here we go. This is gonna be the first set of 3 mags. So it's gonna be 32 rounds of Remington UMC. All right, there we go. No issues. Okay, here comes the next 10. And 10 more. All right, no issues. Let me pause the camera. I'll finish at the last 18 of this Remington UMC, and then we'll move on to the next one. Good to go. All right, guys, there you go. That's 50 of the Remington UMC without a single issue. Now, granted, that was brass case. Now we're going to start moving on to some cruddier stuff. So next up is going to be the Federal aluminum case, 115 grain ammo, full metal jacket. I'm going to stop the cameras. I'll be right back. Okay, next up is going to be the Federal 115 grain. This is aluminum cased ammo. I got 32 of them loaded up here. We're just going to keep plugging. And the first failure right there, failure to eject. That did not take long, did it? All right. No issue. Okay, no issue with the rest of them. It was just that one failure to eject. All right. That's our round count. One failure to eject. Here we go, next 10. All right, no issues with the 10 round mag. Last 10 round mag, here we go. All right, no issues. All right, I'm gonna pause the cameras. I'm gonna go get those last 18 and we'll see how this thing finishes up with the aluminum case. 12 round mag, the aluminum case. Nah, no issue. Flawless. Last 6. All right, one failure to eject out of 50 rounds with the aluminum case. Now let's move on to the super crap, the Remington forged steel case. I'm thinking we're gonna see some failures. Hopefully not. Let's hope for the best, expect the worst, right? Okay. All right, guys, this is gonna be I guess the real workout for this pistol, and it's gonna be the Winchester USA forged steel case, 115 grain, full metal jacket. Now, one thing I do want to point out here, it's really kind of disappointing, is the quality control here, Winchester. I mean, look at this primer. You guys see that? Look at how crappy this is. Winchester, you guys should be ashamed of yourself putting a USA name on this. I'm just keeping it real. Do better. All right. Sorry, little to-be-named P365, but this is what we're going to do today. Let's see if we can make it through 50 rounds of this. Here we go. Shame on Winchester for using USA in the name of this box of ammo, but this is the USA forged steel case. Look at that. Piece of shit. Doesn't that just suck? That is not the 365's fault. That right there, people, is Winchester, USA. Fantastic, huh? Okay. I should have known that was going to happen. I gave it benefit of the doubt. All right, here we go. All right, the rest of it ran like a champ, for what it's worth. 10 more. And a failure to eject. So that takes our total round count to 2 failures to eject. Cleared. All right, ran the rest of it. So we have 2 failures to eject on the day, 1 bad primer. All right, last 10. Well, until we go to the other 18. And another failure to eject. So that's 3 failures to eject. And that one threw it right back in my face. All right. 3 failures to eject total so far out of 131 rounds, because one doesn't even count. All right, let me finish and go grab the last 18 of these, and then we'll be out of here. Shame on you, Winchester. All right, here we go. This is going to be the last batch, the last part of the 50 rounds of this USA Forged. Well, technically 49. They couldn't even make it to 50 states. It's kind of right. So I don't know where I was going with that. But anyways, here we go. And a failure to eject. That's number 4 total. 3 out of this Winchester crap. All right, there we go. Last 7. All right, there we go. So total failures, 3 out of the Winchester, plus 1 that had a bad primer. So that's 46 out of 50, which is a 92. 92% success rate out of the 365 with Winchester Forged. All right. 98% success rate with the aluminum Federal 115 because of the fact we had 1 failure to eject. All right. That was the first one out of the gate, so I don't know if there was something just kind of, I don't know, hokey. And then the 115 grain Remington UMC was 100% bang. So it gets a pass. All right. That was the torture chest for 150 rounds of junky ammo. Now I'm just going to go back and put, just start loading up with probably another 100 to 150 rounds of just regular old brass case NATO ball and practice ammo from Federal. And then out of speed the camera's up right now. I won't make you guys watch 150 rounds of boring, but I'll just report back at the end of this thing. I'll speed it up and I'll be back. All right, guys, let's wrap this up really quickly today. So, had some technical difficulties today. Somewhere along the line, I turned the mute on to my lav mic and you guys lost my voice. I don't know where it's at in the video. I'm gonna have to go back and review it. So maybe it's a good thing for you guys because you don't like hearing me talk. And I'm just gonna put some really cool royalty-free music from my source on there. Or maybe it kind of cut out at the end, then I'll still put some cool music in there, but you guys get the idea. So the big goal today was to put 300 down the pipe, and I totally accomplished that. 150 was really crappy ammo, while I'll say 149 was crappy ammo down the pipe with a handful of issues. So just to recap, first one, I kind of eased into it. I put brass cased economy stuff down. It was Remington UMC, 115 grain ball. No issues, 50 rounds, didn't really expect that to be a problem. Then I moved into some aluminum cased Federal 115 grain. Round number 1 was a failure to eject, and after that, the remaining 49 ran absolutely fine, but it did fire and have no issues there. And then the really super crappy Winchester USA Forge stuff that honestly Winchester should really be embarrassed about. 1, that they put their name on it, and 2, that they put USA on the box because the stuff's crap. It's absolutely not good. I'm just gonna leave it at that. You guys saw one of the primers in there. I loaded that one very round number 1 so I could watch it, and it did not go bang, it just went poof. And so I got to strip that one out, and you guys can see the primer here, what that looked like on the back side after it fired. Just not good quality. So I had 3 other failures to eject with that round. They all went bang after that, but I had 3 failures to eject. So that's it. And then I did another 150 rounds of standard 124 grain NATO ball from Winchester and 115 grain FMJ ball from Federal with no issues. That was brass case. I didn't expect any other. Ran like a champ, 300 of them in total down there. So it puts my total round count at like 640. And on the Quest 1000, I'll just keep you guys in the loop. If anything happens, I'll just put some updates up there. But for right now, 365 is actually performing really, really well. A couple things now that I've had a few outings with it that I just want to kind of put as some of my thoughts are. Number 1, if you're going to use this for personal defense and you carry extra mags, make sure you know where the mags are. They're so small that they tend to kind of get lost in pockets and they turn off lavalier mics. Number 2, funny, huh? Number 2, my hands are a little bit on the bigger side, as probably most guys are when you're handling the 365. It's just really super small. So if you're not always practicing your emergency reloads or you're dropping mags or tactical reloads, make sure you're practicing that, because I find I have to kind of strip it out because my hands kind of wrap around the bottom side of this thing and prevent the mags just from dropping out really cleanly. So it's going to take some practice just to get used to manipulating the handgun for legitimate purposes. So something to think about there. And then number 3, I got this cool phenomenon going on with the 12 round mag where when I jam it and put it back, positively engage it up into the actual handgun itself, it tends to occasionally send the slide home and put the gun in a battery. So kind of cool, also kind of concerning because you don't know whether it's going to happen, whether it doesn't, and then when it slides at home, if it's actually got enough force to actually send a round into chamber completely and that you won't have any issues. So just be on the lookout for that. It's something I'm going to check out and investigate a little bit more. It seems to only happen with the 12 round mag on me, but so far every time that it's done it, it's gone bang. So that's a good thing, but it's something I'm definitely going to be watching. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoy this. Until next time, stay safe.